Today's Sunshine Note is titled, Turning Curses into Blessings. The blessing of the Lord be on you. Psalms 129 verse 8. Dolphins communicate with each other as do dogs and even bees. While this greatly impresses me, you've got to remember that they are, after all, speaking in dolphin, dog, and bee language. How much more impressive would it be if they could learn to communicate in human language? You know, a dolphin at SeaWorld makes his own announcements over the loudspeaker. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you the one, the only Shamu. Or a dog gets a column in the Washington Post and tells us all his opinions about war and politics and pop culture. Balaam's donkey is the only animal I have heard of who started a conversation with a human. When he saw an angel trying to stop Balaam, and Balaam couldn't see it himself, that donkey just opened up his mouth and talked to the foolish guy. Balaam, you'll remember, was on his way to Moab at the request of King Balak, who wanted him to curse the Israelites. Once the donkey and the angel tag-teamed to persuade Balaam out of it, Balaam finally offered to return home and forget the whole thing. Surprisingly though, the angel told Balaam to go to Moab. But there was one catch. Balaam was to speak only what God told him to say. When King Balak saw Balaam roll into town, he was thrilled and certain he would get a curse for the Israelites out of him. The king took Balaam to a mountain peak overlooking the camp of Israel and told him to curse the Israelites. But when Balaam opened his mouth, a blessing came out instead. He couldn't help himself. Those were the words God put in his mouth. The king tried 2 more times to get a curse out of Balaam, but every time blessings for the Israelites poured out instead. Like King Balak, Satan wants to curse you, but God wants to bless you. Thankfully, God can turn all of Satan's attempts to curse you into blessings. He can make good things come from bad. His blessings always win out. Live it out. Think of a bad experience in your life that God has turned into something good. Pray about it. If you are going through a difficult time, ask God to turn the curses into blessings for His glory. The blessing of the Lord be on you. Psalms 129 verse 8. May God bless you today.